Hey Scorpio, this is the Oracle with your mid September 2019 spiritual forecast, and let's get into it. What does Scorpio have to know? That was fast. I'm just gonna leave these here as your current energy because I feel like these are what you have to know. Looks like Scorpio might be going through a lot for the rest of this month. So it looks like you have a lot of energy here, and this is your current energy for this month. It looks like you're in your intuition, finding balance, looking to spirit, looking to universe, looking to God, whichever is your spiritual go-to. Like you're looking to that to try to seek answers on something. You might be looking into the good book, researching, but I also feel like you're trying to find answers about this love that you either have or that you thought you had, and it's like love lost here. So your present energy is over a love that you thought you had, but you lost it, and you're still kind of holding on to it. But it also looks like that you're at a standstill because this is like the standstill card. Trying to, it's kind of like that you're taking a break, maybe figuring out what to do so you can come back out. But it looks like you're ready to. It's like you're looking, but you're kind of anticipating coming out of a relationship or coming out of a religion that you have questions about. You may also be asking friends for advice on a subject, maybe perhaps over this love that you feel like you thought you had, but you lost it. But you're also, it's kind of like if you look behind you, like there's wisdom here. So there, like the answers there, you just haven't seen them because you're too busy asking your friends for advice instead of looking at the facts, looking at your own intuition. You're not looking in yourself, or you already know the answer, but you're asking friends so that way that you can move towards back to it. But it's not going to work because you already, if you look for the answer, like you'll find it. Basically, you don't have to ask your friends. What's crossing you is somebody was trying to be sneaky. Somebody was either conniving or sneaky. There may be evidence. If you look hard enough, you might find evidence because they're kind of sloppy. So whether this is work, whether this is a partner, a relationship, somebody's about to get caught and somebody needs to tell the truth, whether it's you needing to tell the truth or, but I also feel like this person is somebody that you may be involved with that's doing something sneaky and underhanded that you need to look into. Yeah, because in your thoughts, it looks like you want to take back the crown in this relationship or this venture, because it could be a venture. But there's a truth, like you're thinking about a truth that you may not be feeling like somebody's telling you the truth, and you may be going in to find the truth, but that's just in your thoughts right now. So you haven't taken any action on it. What's going on is making a decision. Like you're being enlightened. You're making a decision. You know it may be hard to move on, move forward, but you have to use logic right now. Right now, you need to use. I know Scorpios can be very emotional and they keep their emotions inside and stuff like that. But you need to look more into your logical side and see what's best for you and then move on because it's already becoming enlightened and you just need to make that decision. It's all about making a decision. In your recent past, it looks like that you're still waiting for somebody to come back or a business to take off, but it's really time to just let it go. Like sitting there and waiting for the money to come in, waiting for that person to come in, it's just not working. Take that shovel right there and bury it, okay? Even like I could tell that that is a moon right there, right? So it looks like I feel like maybe it's ego too because you can't see the whole truth and you're kind of wondering what the truth is about, but you just can't see it because it's kind of murky, foggy. Maybe somebody's playing mind games with you, whether it's work or business, because people in business work can play mind games too with you, trying to get the upper hand. But yeah, just like totally let it go. And that was in the past, so I feel like you were wondering what to do about something in the past and thinking it would come back to you, but I don't think it ever came. Now in the future, it looks like that you're worried about a payoff for the rest of this month of September. But you also need to check yourself, right? When it, because when a Scorpio likes people, right? Like a Scorpio tends to like love everything about that person, but then if they don't like you, then they hate everything about you, type of thing. Um, Sometimes you can flip flop on that. So I feel like you need to kind of check yourself in like the near future over ego. Like, are you giving generously because you want to as a friend or because you expect someone to do it back to you to make you feel loved? Because I feel like love is free, love is flowing, it's all about ebbs and flows. And if you're sitting there like, oh, I'm gonna give you this, but then later you're like, oh, can I borrow this? And someone's like, I can't right now, and you're like, oh well, like I gave all this to you and you can't do this one thing for me. That's emotional debt, that's emotional blackmail, and nobody likes it and nobody will stick around a person like that. So you're gonna have to deal with this in the near future. So maybe you're dealing with somebody who emotionally blackmails you into staying with them, emotionally blackmailing them into doing stuff for them, or you do it to them. You see what I'm saying? So whoever this is, you or them, they need to check that. And it's in the near future. So if it's you, really check yourself. And then if you really examine yourself and realize it's not out of ego, then you're good. Then you need to check the other person and be like, well, if it's not me, then it's probably them, right? Always look at both sides first. But I feel like your attitude, this is Taurus energy right here. So maybe you're leaving a Taurus, like you want to leave a Taurus, you're moving on ahead of a Taurus, you don't want to talk to a Taurus right now. But you're also coming out into clear skies. You're also not looking, I feel like your attitude is you may be a little negative at this point, having childhood issues, like stuff that stems back to childhood, and that could be the key to why you're feeling the way that you're feeling. Maybe you didn't get enough as a child, but there's wisdom here too. So maybe you need to, even though you want to venture out and you're not looking at nobody, maybe you need to come back in and figure out what those issues are because I'm almost getting like a bitter sense, a bitter type of energy a little bit. And I want to say it's you, but it could be another person that you are dealing with as in a relationship or something like that, whether it's a friend or a lover or something like that. But there's some type of bitterness in here. Somebody may not be getting what they wanted. In your environment, it looks like there is a soulmate sneaking up on you. Like it's more of a mature soulmate. Because some soulmates, like when they first come in, it might be like that teenage, like young love type of thing, like some Chris Brown, like young love. But this right here is more seasoned coming in, like more equal give and take. You both know what you want. See, like that right there is love coming in. So this is more of a seasoned love that you both are. I feel like you both know each other are soulmates. Like it just clicked. You just know it. There's calm emotions back there. Like there might have been some trouble in the past, but going forward, like your emotions calm down, and you just kind of want to nurture this. But this person's in your environment. So if you're not dating them, they're in your environment. But in your hopes and fears, it looks like that you want finances, you want a better life. But it's kind of like you fear learning the value of money because then you won't be able to do what you want anymore. Like you'll because sometimes like you've been splurging at times and you need to kind of come back to center, realize what's really important, how much a dollar is really worth. But you want to build a fortune, like you want to go home, maybe go and get a better job or a better environment, like a living environment. And at night you may be thinking about this. But yeah, you just want to sit back and build your fortune. But I feel like you are fearful of this because you may feel like you may be missing out. Your outcome for this month is no more blockages. You may get a dream, you may be in the office and somebody might give you a promotion or like the go ahead to do something that like you've always wanted to do. I feel like you should check into your emotional heart space and be able to feel this because sometimes I feel like you may be getting messages and you may not always feel them, even though you're a very emotional water sign, right? Because we all know that Scorpios feel, right? They just don't like to tell everybody about how they feel. They just kind of keep it to like themselves. But yeah, there's like a divine message, a message being sent, maybe because there's a soulmate here. But you may be getting a message from a soulmate that's divinely guided to you. But it looks like that you'll be celebrating. Like there's two cups here. So there's two cups of love. There's already two cups of love here. So you may be celebrating a new soulmate who's coming in because right here, this is like the love is coming in card, except it's the other side. So this means that a new love is coming in, but I feel like that you or them will be cautious. Like they may be charismatic, a charmer, whether it be a guy or a girl, it could be a real charmer. And you're just sitting there looking cute, looking pretty. But you may be a little scared of something because this is like the Knight of Wands, right? And he's real charismatic, bold. He might be like a little player coming in. So you may think he's a player. But something's gonna hit, like something's just gonna awaken in them, hit in them, and they're just gonna like run. And I don't know if it's to run from you, because you may think it's that like they're running away from you, trying to figure out what's important for them. But it's more like that they have to that they're like they're basically taking on too much. So if you think it's if they're running like if they come in and then like dip out and you're like, oh my god, like they left me, they ghosted me or something like that. No, they want to take care of some burdens because they have responsibilities that they have to take care of, and they have to put this down. Whether you, I mean, you can't really tell nobody what to do, but this person has to not only take care of the responsibilities, but they need to realize that some of the stuff that they're caring for, maybe it's whether it's giving extra money to a baby mother, to children that ain't even really theirs. They need to stop that. Quit feeling like that they need to take care of everybody and everything and worry about like themselves and who that they want to try to date in the future or who that they want to be in their life because it looks like that there's other people involved that they feel like they have to take care of, and this is a huge burden on them, and they need to put it down because nobody's really going to care. It's kind of like when people get used to you, they just take advantage of the whole situation, and that's kind of what's going on. So the theme of this reading is death to the ego. Because it looks like somebody was felt like that somebody hurt them, stabbed them, put them in jail, put them in prison. There may be an illusion or like deception involved, maybe a lie. And you're sitting back looking at it like, why would I trust you? Why would I go back? Why would I get like ever get with you? Because it looks like that you betrayed me in some type of way. And it could even be like I said, a whole lot of lies, right? Because this is a sword, right? So this is truth. So that's a whole lot of truth that needs to be told. Like somebody needs to tell all these truths so you can make a better decision about them. Because when people lie like that, right? I mean, to the point where it's like you don't even know what reality is, perception is, any of that. Like they totally twist your mind up. You don't know what move to make, right? So somebody needs to come to you with a truth, and then you can figure out where that you want to go from there, so you can try to fix this relationship that like maybe that you thought you had, because this is a person that you already have or had, or this is somebody in your environment that you haven't maybe met yet, but they're in your area, real close by. They really want to talk to you, and I feel like even if you don't really notice that they're looking at you, I feel like sometimes you may have a crush on them and you think they're kind of cute or they're really kind of pretty. And look, you know, this is like the love's coming in card. Like the same statue is right inside here, right? So that means it could be a past love too that's coming in more seasons. So yeah, somebody needs to check the ego and make sure that you check and make sure that you're being generous out of your own heart. Don't emotionally blackmail people. Please don't. And look at what this deception is that you may not be seeing. So that is your spiritual forecast for the rest of September 2019.